Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. Happy Friday, Freaky Friday. It's March 21st, and we are looking at the daily frame here, guys, on the Three Sisters, NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. And as you can see here, about a minute and a half to go before they open, by the way. But as you can see, we have down days taken out one, two, testing a third day here, guys, on the NASDAQ, and basically the same on the S&P and a similar picture on the Dow. So are we going to resume the sell down here, guys? We are in a correction, of course, or have been in the NASDAQ, S&P, and the Dow here in this broad stock market in the U.S. Had this nice little pullback, a messy zigzag, but now seem to be, at least for now, resuming this weakness again. Let's see how long that lasts, shall we? And as you can see, guys, we are trading at or just around the 2 standard deviation lower band of the volume weighted average price. But that's before New York opens, of course. But significant weakness coming in here for the last 45 minutes or so. I would call that a sell-off, guys, coming into the open. Here's my trading grid, guys, with the daily up in the top left-hand side. There's that down day pulling down, as you can see, bearish body. And we have the weakness showing very much on the 30-minute chart. Let's take a closer look at that. You can see yesterday's trading range, guys, big sell down, big rally, sell down again in the afternoon, really respecting these zones in a very textbook way. Bam, 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 bang, and then poof, like a battering ram hitting a door 4, 5, 6 times and eventually giving way and dropping down. Now just dealing with this mess over here, guys. This was a very messy day, if you remember, on Tuesday, guys. Grinding mess in New York. We are back into New York now, just opened 25 seconds ago, and dealing with that same level. Many of the same participants, algos, institutions, foundations, endowments, mutual funds, hedge funds, all sitting here, maybe going to respond the same way and push it up. Who knows? Or allow this thing to drop, as we see beginning to shift here on these daily frames in the broad US stock market. I'll bring you back once the 1-minute candle is formed, and we'll take it from there. All right, guys, the 1-minute open range is done. We are snapping back here as we speak. It's a 50-point open range, a little bit bigger than it has been of late, and 9 points on the S&P. Nothing for me to do, guys. I'm going to be watching here for a while, see how this thing acts and reacts. You can see that we are pushing up at that zone right there for now on that 30-minute chart, and back into the open range. Decidedly weak on the daily, guys. Decidedly weak on the 30-minute as well. This is just a marker, guys. Just thinking here, guys. Just thinking. Measuring. Seeing where 1R right about here would be over here. See my cursor? Just measuring here. 1R. All right, sell stop order, guys. Live order right here. Live order. Pre-market. I want to see it take out that pre-market wick, though. Very important. See that 9 squeezing into the 21, but not crossing above? That's important to me. This, so far, failed attempt higher. Deleting that order, guys. Moving my marker to the side. So canceled that order. No longer interested with that buying pressure coming in. Oh, nothing to do here, guys. Looking a little lackluster now after that pre-market sell-off. So just hanging around here, guys, in the open range. As you've heard me discuss before, sometimes when I see behavior like this, in my mind's eye, this becomes my new working open range. You see that there? I'll just leave that there for the time being, just as an illustration of what I'm thinking about in my brain. Of course, the high of the session, New York session, is there. The low of the session is there, but I'm just going to use this pre-market wick. It's only a couple of points more, and I really would want to see us get below that pivot anyway. And just to be clear here, guys, I can't see myself going long, quite frankly, against this momentum, even though we could get a very strong reversal back up. But that daily taking out 1, 2, almost 3 days here is just a little bit too vulnerable for me to fade, at least without a better structure. So I certainly won't be taking a break above here if that's what anyone's thinking. This feels like it might be another no trade morning for me, but we'll see. Back into the open range. Just did some zone revision here, guys. Placed a new zone across here, another one here for a potential trip back up again. Really hovering around, really finding some support here on these 2 wicks, 1, 2, 1, 2, in this key area here. Just a marker here, guys, just thinking. Okay, guys, buy stop order. Buy stop order. I'll explain why in a moment. Always difficult going against the daily candle. But I'll explain my reasoning here. Live order, guys, buy stop. All right, guys, we're back. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to cancel that order. I'm just not feeling overly convinced. It's feeling very sluggish to me now and sloppy. It has actually the entire morning so far. It's 9:56 and a half right now. Yeah, canceling that order, guys. I'm just going to delete it. Nothing for me there. I tried it on. You know, it's like buying a new jacket, putting it on. You know, it looks pretty good. Doesn't feel right. And so it's gone. Like I said, this might be another no trade morning for me. Pushing up again here, guys. I might regret canceling that order, but I gotta do what I feel is right here. This market is just feeling still too vulnerable here in light of this. In light of this weak pullback and then breakdown below, we still have 3 down days. And the S&P and Dow are still trading below yesterday's range. NASDAQ is just back inside. So it's acting the strongest of the 3 for now. But nope, I'm not in it. All right, guys, we're back. It's 10 after 10, and there's nothing going on here today. Look at this grind. And I'm going to call it a video here, call it a week. Hope you have an amazing weekend. I want to thank you for being here. Appreciate you and your support. If you don't mind clicking subscribe and like and all that good stuff, I'd appreciate it. But you don't have to. Just enjoy your evening and enjoy your weekend. We'll talk soon.